I'm Sean McAlister. This is my third year, my last month of residency here from California by way of New Orleans. The special role I play in the department is the calming presence and the scheduler and the chief that everyone likes to shit on, because that's your role as the scheduler.
Very accurate. All right, so you've had some time here. You've seen the goods, you've seen the bads. So what initially drew you to the department?
So as you know, because you're the person who convinced me to come here as a rotator, I rotate here as a med student, and I think the one single thing that drew me to this program more than anything else is that in talking with the graduated senior residents at the time, this was the only place that I was at where they all seemed comfortable going out into practice the next year because of the training we get here, whereas every other place I interviewed, all the senior residents were worried about, you know, what's it going to be like when I go out into practice. Here they said I feel comfortable going into practice. If I have to staff one more patient with an attending, I'm going to scream because we get such great training. We get so much autonomy. You manage hundreds and hundreds of recesses and traumas, and you may not know everything, but you know how to handle things. You have the resources at your disposal. So I think, you know, if you want to go out and be that badass EM doc who can handle anything that walks through the door, this is the place that you want to go.
So you touched a lot on what is good about the program, what you perceive as good about the program. What do you perceive as bad about the program? What are you not going to miss in a month? We want to be open and honest. What do you think we can improve on, or what are you just going to walk away from, say, man, I'm happy I never have to deal with that again?
I think the hardest thing, it's almost a double-edged sword, is the autonomy. There are some times where, you know, this is a resident-run program where every patient who comes through here is seen by a resident, and you can really get your butt kicked on shift. You have a lot of notes to finish after your shift, especially early on in residency, and it can definitely weigh on you. You know, the benefit of that is when you come out into practice, you're used to getting your butt kicked, you know how to handle it. But it can be rough, especially as an intern, with as steep as the learning curve is.
So along those lines, who should train here? Who should be interested in this program? What type of person?
I think the self-motivated learner who learns by seeing patients, and you know, I think here is not the place if you need a little bit more time to read up on things on shift, to read up about, you know, the patients presenting problems and things like that. You know, this is the place where you learn by doing. If you are somebody who, you know, needs to go and read the Tintinalli's chapter before seeing the heart failure patient, this would not be the place for you. But I think if you're the person who learns by doing a bunch of procedures and seeing things, this is the place for you. I think I've seen the people who have done well here are the very self-motivated learners. The people who have not done well are the people who need a lot more time to digest things and time to sit here and think about things, where you don't always have that time here.